Damn, there it is. All right.
Yours, don't fucking out. Don't leave that
I'm a
nigga.
genius. Please don't do that, man. Oh God, JB.
All right. Here we go. Going live.
Yeah, exactly. The best thing.
All right, you're live again.
I stash my reefer in the speakers cause that shit is so loud. When I blow clouds, all my niggas looking so proud cause they know I got that iron lung. Where you get that fire from? No help, warning signs I'm trying to get higher, son. Cause I'm the iron lung.
Share that shit.
Share that. Don't be putting it out, my nigga. I ain't done. Cause I'm the iron lung, nigga. I'm the iron lung. No help, warning signs I'm trying to get higher, son. I smoke more than you can imagine. Purple fire blowing, I'm like Spyro the Dragon. I'm holding on the bells, no point in niggas sagging. Just know I stay fly, but I'm never jet lagging. I light it up like electro. Hop up in my whip and I be riding to some techno. If you try to get a hit, I say heck no. It's in my fingertips and I ain't gonna let go. I'm twisting up that gecko, puffing Dr. Jekyll. My kush loud down the block, you can hear my echo. Murder on the mic, I'm about to killing bitches going bananas because my flow is so appealing. So please don't get behind the wheel and start chasing after me if you just trying to catch some feelings.
Hold on. Yeah.
The realest thing smoking on the internet. Potheads.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
What
It's
up?
420 on another hashtag Weed Wednesday. And you're in the cipher with the Podheads. It's your Commander-in-Chief, Frank the Tank. And as always, I'm hanging with my very best buds, JB Perez.
Yeah. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Potheads in the Cipher, episode 130. I feel spacious, bro. Like I feel like arms wide open.
I can fucking move.
Yeah, I feel good.
I don't got nobody in my
nice.
ribs.
I like the setup, guys.
Big A in the house.
What up, everybody?
And you heard it right here, WJHM102jams.com, at Podheads Web Show, all over social media. Wherever you get your podcast, right?
Apple.
We're a podcast. Wherever you get we're all over social media, right? We do the YouTube thing. We're on YouTube Live. We're on Facebook Live. We're on Twitch Live. We appreciate all that. We're actually going to be working on some other things. But we appreciate all of you guys that are checking us out live and watch these videos after the fact, especially those of you who interact with us. Shout out to the Weed Tube for making the culture, putting one in there for the culture, putting us at the forefront. So we appreciate you guys and all you guys that watch us out on there. But please go out there and check out our podcast everywhere you get your podcast. If you know somebody listens to podcasts, tell us about it. Tell them about us. Basically Apple, Android, it don't matter. We're there. Also WJHM102jams.com. You can listen to our podcast there every week, 7 p.m. We also have our old episodes and newer episodes being added every day to the website, thepodheads.com. So
get there. Yeah. World Wide Web, baby.
As you can see, we're changing things up a little bit, right?
Sir.
We of course there's always a little bit of a shaky start when we're trying new things, but we'll get it right.
That's a good point. But we're here, right?
Yeah. Essentially, though, as you can see, we've got not new digs, but we've made some adjustments, right? We're sitting here in kind of a new setup because we wanted to get back to our roots, right? We're a podcast first and foremost. We don't have the face. We don't have the teeth.
Hey, listen.
I'm describing myself.
Speak for JB.
The hair to be YouTube personalities, and we're not interested in being TikTok stars or anything like that. But we want we want those of you that want to be able.
I
to
got
watch.
no time for no ticks or no talks.
Yeah, if those of you that do want to check us out on social media, we're there for it. We're for it, and we got you.
Absolutely.
But anyway, yeah. So this is the new setup, right? We got some space. We can actually look at each other, talk to one another, spread out a little bit. You guys get to see kind of.
Oh, y'all see, I'm kicked back. I'm chilling.
Yeah. You'll see some things changing, maybe change and add a few things as we go, but still the same show. We're having
we
fun.
still smoking.
Yes. Episode 130, guys.
Congratulations.
Today, we're talking beef, man. What is beef, bro?
What is it?
All over the place, right? You got people fighting. You got judges being accosted. You got countries warring. So it's pretty crazy, but we're going to have fun on this episode, right? We're going to have fun on this episode. But before we get things started, let's go ahead and spin that Weed Wheel of Destiny.
Yeah.
We kind of already told on ourselves.
We did. But it's all good.
But as you
We're
can see
always
there,
prepared.
we landed on the volcano.
Hi-oh.
Surprise. Surprise. One of the best instruments out there in the world. I mean, blew our boy Serge's mind over there. Dude can't get enough of the volcano.
We love the volcano.
He don't know what to do with himself
Shawnee
right now.
Shawnee got this from me. Shawnee's my fiance, so I might as well just refer to her by name so I can stop saying that fiance because I sound so pretentious
Yeah.
saying that. But Shawnee, the love of my life, she got this for me for I can't remember if it was Christmas or my birthday. Probably Christmas. Overdoes it. Spoils me rotten, but
Great gift.
and she don't even smoke, she's just, you guys know she's just for, she likes that. I like it.
She's for the culture too.
Culture.
Appreciate it, Shawnee.
So
yeah, we're getting just as much use as you are. So
yeah.
thanks. Thanks for the gift.
That's true.
You know?
Yeah, you're welcome,
Yeah,
guys.
exactly.
Yeah, you're welcome, guys.
Exactly.
So yeah, guys, what's up? How's it going this weekend? I went to Universal with my kid this weekend.
Did you?
A little father-son time.
Okay.
On the last day of spring break, had a blast. Did the Velocicoaster
18 times.
18 times. Yeah, it was glad I did it in the daytime and the nighttime.
Of course.
And I mean, just had the best time. Yeah.
Mhm.
It was
I'm
fun.
going
It was
Saturday.
Arya, do you have a season pass?
No,
Okay.
Well-
you might as well use that ticket to get a season pass.
Oh,
like
crap.
I got a kid that works
They're
there.
expensive,
Oh, this
man.
is
Those
true.
damn things
You
I
are
got
don't
two
need a season
kids that
pass,
work
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
You have 2 season passes.
I feel- it was nice though to kind of get away from being a dad, a father, and like
Just hang out.
it's nice
Just
to
have
just hang
fun.
out. Yeah, he's damn near 18. The kid's gonna be 18
Oh,
in
man.
a few months, less than 6 months. My son's gonna be a man,
A man.
grown-ass man, and it's weird. It's fun. It's fun to hang out with him and to be able to just talk to him about things that I would talk to.
Do you
guys
talk to him?
about.
Do you talk to him
Well,
about stuff?
it's getting there,
Okay.
slowly but surely.
Okay.
I'm letting a little bit out, kind of like this bag.
Yeah.
Just a little,
See,
a little smug, and I let a little bit out at a time.
Yeah.
well, see, mine will be 20 on Saturday. It's his birthday.
My little sister just turned 21. Shout out to her.
Yes, she
Happy
did. Shout out
birthday.
to her, baby girl.
But anyway, as you can see, we landed on the volcano here. We're lighting this thing up here, and we're it's awesome. We got it at 375 degrees.
I mean, it's perfect.
Smoking herb.
Mhm.
And so if you guys are smoking out there, if you like vaping like we do, like in space, pretty much.
Yeah.
What temps do you guys like?
Mhm.
Holler at us in the comments and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I
I want to get high, so let's burn this baby.
I don't
Turn
have
it
a
up.
specific
Yeah.
temperature that I look for. Whatever works.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I had to do the research on this because I wanted to get the most. I wanted to get the most.
Mhm.
These bags are awesome too because, like, if you're doing something, watching TV, playing video games,
Exactly.
I
It's to
probably
the
should
goal.
get
So
in
375 is
touch
the optimal heat. Is that
with y'all.
what you're
Apparently,
saying?
I read around that mark, 375, give or take,
Okay.
for depending on what you want. Like if you want flavor, if you want to just get as baked as possible, you want to go as hot as you can.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Give
hitting
it
the
to
vape,
me. Give it to
whipping
me.
it. Anyway, special shout out, Big Ace,
Cool.
man. You wanted to. I called you the other day, interrupted you in the middle of watching a very important event, and you wanted to definitely give a shout out. So go ahead, bro.
Well, I was just watching. I was just chilling. I was high
Of course.
as usual, as I always am.
Yeah.
And I was just chilling on my back porch smoking. And I was scrolling through Facebook and I came across the confirmation hearings for a Supreme Court nominee. What is it? Ketanji Brown Jackson. Is that her name?
Yes. Biden's right now.
Biden's nominee. Yeah.
Mhm.
And, normally I don't pay attention to that stuff. But it was just one of those things that caught my eye. And I sat there and I listened to what she had to say. I didn't get a whole lot of, for the little bit that I did get, I like what she had to say. She didn't back down from the questions that were asked. Excuse me. And a conservative senator was asking her, things about like her interpretation
Mhm.
or her legal philosophy or whatever, right? And she kind of like, she didn't shy away, she didn't dance around, she answered the questions. Basically what he was getting at was, where does she stand? Huh?
A Sprite commercial going on over here.
Yeah, right.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
screw those guys. But anyway, but yeah, so what stood out to me were two things. He asked her about her interpretation of the law or the Constitution, right? And how it applies now and the changes in different people's perspective. You got
Okay.
some judges
Fair
that
enough
take it's
question.
literally.
Right.
What? Okay. So the interpretation, some take it very literally. This is what it is, and this is what was said, and this is what it is. And others take it a little more loosely.
Yeah.
And basically what she broke down was, there's certain things you can be by the book with, right? There's certain things that this is what was written, this is what was intended, this is what it is. But there's other things, like more modern things, modern technology and things like that, they have to look under a different lens.
Well, okay, so what? I mean,
so she's like at least awake to what the hell the time's
so
up.
so
Yes,
her
I got it back here for you.
her
I mean,
example.
That's not the feeling that I got from you, because you saying when some things she does this and something.
Well,
That
let me
seems like a
explain to you.
centrist to me.
No. Well, so the example that she used was like search and seizure, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was originally meant to prevent illegal, unreasonable search and seizure. Somebody coming in your house looking through your shit.
I get it.
But then she applied it to more modern technology like cell phones, for example. She said, well, they didn't have cell phones back then.
Yes.
So they didn't, obviously, so we got to apply that differently.
Okay.
So yes, so it is meant to protect you against unreasonable search and seizure. They can't come in and go through your stuff. So your cell phone is like your own personal file cabinet, right?
Stuff.
So that applies
Absolutely.
the same way. So you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So she was giving her point of view, but the biggest thing that stood out to me was Senator Blumenthal from Connecticut. He praised her for she's never been a prosecutor. She's been a public defender virtually her whole career,
Mm-hmm.
and then she's been a judge.
I appreciate that.
And he just touched on, and he asked her how she felt about and how important it is to have judges, or not judges, but public defenders that are out there vigorously defending their clients.
That's why I respect that.
And how important it is to have people that can't afford lawyers, to have somebody that's going to fight on their side the way it's supposed to be.
We've all heard the horror stories of public defenders of being just shitty public defenders, like shitty. I'm just here for the paycheck or because I have to.
So that was what stood out to me, and you know what I mean. And I think that's a big deal. We've seen a lot of people get railroaded by the justice system simply because they can't afford a good lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
So, we need more public defenders like that are willing to go out and fight for the little guy.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I mean, when I knew that you wanted to talk about her, I mean, homegirl's smart. Like, homegirl, like I saw some of the questioning and they were really trying to like just get her. Like, stop her, like, screw her.
Well,
like,
I saw one where they said, "Can you define what a woman is?" Because they're trying to.
The
trans. And she said no because I'm not a biologist.
Thank you.
I love it.
Thank you. I mean, for real, she is, what is it, summa cum laude from Harvard, bro.
Wait
She's a
question
genius.
without answering.
Yeah, she knows what's so she knows the game.
Yeah,
she knows the game. So big ups to her on that. Somebody, okay, I know, let me not say that because I don't want to say I know Biden picked her because she was black, but I think it's very important that she is black.
They did touch on that as well.
Okay, I didn't hear that part.
They asked her, how she felt about being a part of history and whatever, and she basically said, "Yeah, it's important. It is important, and it is important that and it's an honor to be a part of history or whatever." Mm-hmm. Because he said, you are what he said to her was, "You are America, right? You." With you in the Supreme Court, it looks more like America. right? Because there's people from all kind of backgrounds.
I mean, that's the true spirit of this country. It always has
There
been.
should be a good mix of people.
But she didn't.
Should be.
But she didn't play it up too much. You know what I mean? She says, "Look, I understand."
She wasn't using her race card.
Exactly, and it's great to be a part of history, but we got a job to do.
But I'm a damn Harvard trained, gangster judge. Like I know the job. I know the job.
Better than that. It's above. It's above the race.
Yeah, I was so I was getting mad listening to these questions. Like it was instead of questioning her for her, it was like they were setting up their platform.
It was political.
Yeah, it was so political. They were setting themselves up for their run of politics by asking those questions because they know that their base. That's what they get riled up. So he's gonna ask those questions for that, not particularly to see if she's qualified for the job, which what the hearings should be. So again, another round of clown politics.
Felt like kind of race baiting questions.
Yeah, come on.
Trying to get her to trip up.
Yeah.
And, there was a question that someone asked and I can't remember what the question was. Maybe you guys can help me out here. But no other candidate for the position had ever been asked before, and it was about I can't remember for the hell.
There you
go.
Can
probably search it while you guys are talking about it. But it had something to do with race. It had something to do with that's that fact right there. It's never been asked before. Like you're trying to do something. You know what I mean? And obviously I know that the question wasn't a positive one.
Hey, they didn't ask her if she liked beer.
What?
What do you mean?
You don't remember the last idiot, the guy Trump nominated? What was his name? Because he had been accused of sexual assault and getting drunk and acting like beer. So they were asking him about it and getting drunk or whatever.
The same people.
So
right?
we didn't have her asking.
Was it the religious question? Was it the question about her faith?
About her faith?
I think it might have been something like that.
Lindsey Graham's a jackass.
Buffoon Graham over here.
Something like that. Like asking her how much do you believe in God or how faithful are you? Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, what are you saying?
Lindsey Graham's an idiot.
Yeah, these people.
Again, I'll say it again. It's politics. She was setting herself up for her run of like, I'm a God-fearing Bible.
Lindsey Graham's a man, by the way. Just saying. You're saying he's a dude.
Oh, excuse me. My bad. Then who am I thinking of? Another buffoon in politics. I can't think.
We were talking about Kellyanne Conway earlier.
That's the one. That's what. No, that's not what I'm thinking of.
You got Marjorie Green. She's another one.
That's what I'm thinking of. Marjorie Green. Making us our generation looks so bad.
It is what it is. I'm happy. History was made. Well, right.
It will be.
It will be. She will be
the second day.
She will be. Third, I believe.
It's gonna be made. So I don't want to jinx it, but I'm happy that this is what's going down.
And
she's showing poise. I mean, have you guys seen the picture? Like, they got the cameras and everything zoomed in really nice on her, but there's some pictures of her, of it kind of zoomed out from an upper level. And it's like just her at a desk, surrounded by people with cameras.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Inquisition over here, whatever the hell it's like. Yeah, that's like medieval.
She was cool though.
There.
She was chilling.
Ice cold, bro. Like she
answered the questions.
Exactly.
She didn't dance around nothing.
That's why I have some faith, hope for the future of politics, because people like her who know the game, who are like Ocasio, who are realists, like for real, like see the problems for what they are, see the corruption for what it is, kind of shit. I'm hopeful that these people make it into politics, because I think that's the change we need.
But we need more people like her that are just fuck politics. This is the Supreme Court.
Yeah, she for sure.
You know what I mean? Your political beliefs don't got nothing to do with this. This is the law.
Political, exactly. She was a public defender, and now she's about to be the best judge, the head judge. So you can make a difference without being in politics. I think she's gonna. I
don't know enough about her previous cases and stuff to really say how I feel about her in general. I'm happy that a black woman, that there's somebody of color in that position. And so
we got a Latina, now we're gonna have a black woman, Puerto Rican woman, and a black woman.
I love it.
I'm in.
Let's take it.
Yes.
Look at that great stat. She has more trial experience
than all of them
than all of them
combined.
That's pretty sick.
I mean, that what does that tell you?
that shows you
Tells
she's
you
the first
everything.
person to earn this shit. Not maybe not earn it.
Yeah.
Not the first.
I mean,
That shows you she wasn't. It's not politics for her
Exactly.
because
But
she
anyway,
wasn't
yeah.
running for the position. She was
Let's
just
keep it
doing her
moving.
job.
Let's keep moving. We don't have our clickbait thing, but I think we do have a we get our clickbait. Why not?
Clickbait!
Let's get our
but we
for
should.
the
Yeah, you got to
podcasters,
put
yeah.
it in your.
There.
Clickbait.
clickbait. So we heard something, right? Masvidal, Jorge Masvidal.
Oh, that guy.
It was a
Colby
headline.
Covington.
Yeah.
Headlines is trending all over the freaking internet. People are
Yep.
going crazy waiting for the actual fight video to come out because we
We know it's out there.
TMZ released.
Oh,
a
they for
video of
sure
kind
got
of the
footage
aftermath.
inside.
Yeah, right. And
They had to
then-
have cameras in that restaurant.
And then Masvidal posted a video after, like on Twitter, I think, basically talking shit, like saying, "Yo,
Yep.
that's how we roll
That's
in Dade
Dade
County.
County, show
You're
your
gonna run
face.
mouth.
Yeah, if you're gonna talk about
show
my
your face
kids, whatever.
challenge.
Yeah, come on, bro. You
So-
you're so stupid.
Thoughts?
Thoughts? Are you kidding me? You got your ass beat and couldn't take it, so you showed up. Like you showed out. Like you just trying to get some.
No,
or
but these
lose
dudes
or
got
so
real
lose.
beef though.
The who?
Over what?
They got real beef
About
though.
what? Talking shit about their kids?
No, they've been beefing for years. They used to be best friends.
Okay,
Sure,
but how
everybody-
does that turn into a beef?
How does that turn into
One
Masvidal
didn't-
going to
one
the
did-
restaurant?
One did not like steal or hurt one another or do anything.
No,
One
it
did
was
not
just-
wrong one another. It was
MMA.
shit talking. You can't have beef from just
From MMA shit talking.
in a
No,
fight
bro, but when
game.
somebody does you dirty and you got beef and you tell a
What's the
motherfucker,
what's dirty?
anytime I see you, it's on site, then guess what? It is what
No,
it
there
is, bro.
No, there is no dirty.
But it wasn't an on-site thing. He knew
He
was
knew
there.
where he was
pulled
gonna
up.
go, and he went and showed up.
Okay.
From
That's what niggas do that when they beefing.
Nah.
I got beef with you. I'm gonna pull up where you at.
What
Okay.
beef? What's the beef? You got
That's
what's
why,
the
that's
beef?
what my question.
Listen.
I thought the beef was over.
Thank you.
I thought the
No,
beef was over
because
at
they've been
UFC
beefing long
272.
before fucking UFC,
But-
bro.
Okay,
They hate
but
each
again-
other.
But again, the UFC should have been the end of it.
Exactly.
How many times we're gonna fight every time we're in Miami?
I don't know,
Every
bro.
UFC fight,
Listen, I'm not saying the shit makes sense or it's right.
It don't
but
make sense.
when niggas beef, they beef. The shit don't stop because
It's
you put them in the
different.
ring and
so
fought.
when is it over? After somebody's dead?
I don't know. When one of the motherfuckers decides, I
Because
don't
guess
fucking
what?
know. I didn't make up the rules.
Okay, so what are you arguing here?
What I'm saying
None
is,
of us need a definition of what the fuck beef means.
no,
big
what
ass.
I'm saying is, for motherfuckers to be like, oh, well, you know, when you got beef with a nigga, I'm going to pull up on you. It is what it is.
No,
Okay.
I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying I get it.
Okay, so you
Okay, but again, I'm saying I don't. My argument is that I don't get it. My argument is that we were talking all this shit about going at it,
Yeah.
right? We met in the octagon. You lost, and you're sore about the fact that you lost. Right? It is what it is.
That's
If
what I
Okay, so let me
Masvidal
ask you a
would've
question.
Listen, if Masvidal would have knocked Colby Covington out, do you think he would have pulled up on him?
No.
Here
no.
Hell
Maybe not.
No.
Hell no.
No.
He would have talked all his shit. Would have been perfectly fine with
So
it.
you talking about
He
we
got
put
beat.
in the octagon? What if they fought in the street and he lost? So he's supposed to never fight him again, or he's supposed to never go after him again? I'm not
Okay,
saying
but
it's
how
right,
many
but the
times-
octagon don't mean shit to certain people.
Okay, I
Maybe
get
he don't
that.
care about that.
Okay, I get that, but again, how many times are we gonna do this?
I don't know. I didn't say it was smart.
Before somebody in one of their camps start carrying a gun for safety, and somebody gets killed.
I mean, be careful. Be careful. You're right. Listen, from what
I agree.
When I heard of this story, I heard it was about Colby Covington talking shit about his kids. Okay,
Some people go too far in the fight game, but it's not
Okay,
It's not
but-
the first time.
Okay, Masvidal, but I know.
Well, then
that
Masvidal
you
didn't
talk-
think he got back at him. So he said, "Well, now I'm gonna get back at you."
Bullshit.
It is what it is, nigga.
Yeah, he didn't get it,
bro. Listen, JB, you don't get it, right? But if you and me
From the-
got
from the
beef, right?
streets, right?
Listen,
That's what the streets say.
listen, if you and
You're
me
an
got
MMA
listen to me,
superstar,
fuck
famous.
MMA superstar. Guess what? Aaron Hernandez signed
And
a
where's
40.
he at?
You're right, but that don't change nothing.
It should
That's who the
change.
fuck he was.
Nah, bro. Now you probably don't got a job.
It don't make
might
sense,
go
but
to
that's who you
jail.
are.
You're going
Listen,
to jail.
Listen, you could take the man out the hood. You can't take the hood out the man. When that is who the fuck you are, that's who you are, period. And you and I don't have to agree with it. I'm not saying what he did was right or was smart even. What I'm saying is I get it because that's the fucking world I come from. When niggas be beefing, they don't give a fuck about all that. If me and you are beefing, JB, right?
So
And we fight, and I don't feel like I got everything. And I don't feel like I got everything out on you,
shit.
I'm probably gonna come back at you until I
shit,
do.
Masvidal.
Yeah.
That's some bitch shit.
I might whoop your ass, but I don't think I got enough. I might fucking
That's
do it
some
again.
super
okay, so where
shit,
do you draw
too.
the line between
It's
bitch
just-
assness?
Yeah.
Where do you draw the line between bitch assness?
There's a thin
And-
line. That's a very thin. That nigga's
Masvidal
like,
is
he's like,
fucking-
ah!
Yeah, Masvidal is riding that line.
No,
right
Get
now.
that nigga
I
a
always
broomstick
said-
or something.
We've talked about this show before about these superstars that get in trouble by beating somebody's ass when they shouldn't. Like, don't you got homies, right? Don't you got
Oh,
homies?
I get
to
it. I understand 100% because I would have been like, nah, nigga, you don't need to do that.
You know what?
Stay your
On
ass
site,
at home.
you know what?
You're going to go to
On
jail.
site, fine. On site, fine. But Masvidal, you went to this restaurant. You
This
went
was
and
premeditated
sucker punched him.
This-
He was
bro,
sitting
Knock his
down
tooth out.
and knocked his tooth out, hit him right in the head.
That is
assault,
the
felony
essence.
assault,
That is the
and
essence.
he's going into jail.
That's
going to
beef,
jail.
bro.
Okay, fine.
Soccer
So let me
punch.
ask you this question:
Where's the fucking
Does
beef?
it make Colby Covington a bitch for pressing charges?
Hell no.
Because now Masvidal's facing felony charges, which
yes.
means, I mean, if his career wasn't over after his third loss in a row,
Mhm. That's
and
what
to
I'm
Colby
saying.
Covington.
That's
Well,
what I'm
no, his career is not over because he just got paid. He just got a huge contract with UFC.
They might have to redo that.
But
shit.
but who knows how long? If he gets found guilty of this, who knows how he could do years in prison.
Felony assault. Felony
So
assault.
the best thing is for Colby Covington to drop these charges, but does it make Colby
Not
get
necessarily. Aggravated assault, there's people walking around on
Hey,
fucking probation for
I'm
that
sorry,
shit.
bro. But listen, as the resident white guy here, I gotta say you're crazy. You're insane.
Oh,
This is like I've had people in my life tell me like, "Oh, I can't sell weed on that block because they'll murder me." Like, what are you talking about?
You know, somebody
like, why
said
would someone murder you?
I don't
over
expect
selling
you to
some dimes back?
understand.
This is ridiculous.
I don't expect
I
you to
think-
understand
I
that.
think-
You know,
I
you don't know that life.
I think you're from a different.
No one should know that
point.
way. That's
It-
ridiculous.
But it's a fucking reality in the world we live in.
2022, though, I'll say that it shouldn't be that because people
We
don't
gotta be
fight no
better.
more.
Go to
We
the
gotta
hood,
be
bro.
better.
Go to the hood.
People shoot each other, bro. People don't fight anymore. People do not
That's a good
fight.
point.
People shoot each other. Okay, and this is you got to be careful, Masvidal. It's true. It's true. Every time I see.
Would you feel better if he'd have ran up on him and shot him?
No, but that's my thing.
That's my point.
What if the next time he tries to do that, Colby Covington's manager or Colby Covington has a gun on him and then airs his ass out?
And every judicial court will be behind
And
them.
guess what?
Yeah, but
It
if
comes with the fucking territory.
If they're
Okay,
actual,
wait, so
they're
we never
already
answered the
fighters,
question.
bro. So you're telling me that there's no way that they can go behind UFC and behind cameras,
what
behind
I'm
everything, and
saying.
squash and beef.
That's
and
what I'm saying.
some-
You
in a-
want
in
to
a
fight?
ring
You want to squash
where it's
beef?
regulated, and
Fight
no one's
me.
gonna get fucking murdered, and it's not gonna have no
That's
charges.
what they're
Okay.
supposed to do at UFC.
Okay, you're right,
I'm
but-
just saying, a
But
man-to-man fight. If you want to squash and beef man-to-man, then do it properly, and don't do it where there's
You
a
know,
possibility
you know
of
what the
catching
dude. What they
charges.
weren't gonna do that shit.
What's the question?
First of all, Colby would have never agreed to
Answer
that
the
shit.
question. Answer
What?
the question. Is Colby Covington a bitch for pressing charges?
No. No, you
for-
sucker punched me, took a tooth out, and you didn't. I didn't even see it coming. Like that's not a man thing to me. Like you're.
The gays?
Why didn't he whoop his ass then? Should have whooped his ass again.
Listen, I'm
So he's a
having
bitch?
dinner
You're saying he's a bitch?
with my family
Well,
or
listen,
whatever.
I'm
If you
saying
had
I
beef-
get it.
If-
I'm saying
if you
I
had
get it.
beef with JB and you said it was on site and you're eating,
I'm
They come-
eating.
No, see, but remember,
And
JB would call the police. I wouldn't.
but if he sucker punched you in the same scenario, would
I'm
you
gonna
call
fuck
the
that
cops?
nigga up.
I'm throwing
I
chairs.
listen, I may not get you now, but I'm gonna get you, nigga.
Colby Covington was in the presence of mind. Colby Covington was in the presence of mind to know the consequences of his actions.
Of
He's
course.
a fucking superstar.
Of course.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
That's
But
true,
if he
too.
wasn't, Colby Covington probably would have turned around and fucked him up again.
Okay,
in the
then maybe
street.
he should have did.
Okay, well, we
Maybe
shoulda,
he should
woulda.
have, but then they both would be in jail.
Exactly.
Sure.
Woulda, coulda.
But then
Masvidal
I
was
get
bitch
it, right?
made,
So
bro.
he's not gonna do it. But remember, fucking different worlds, bro.
I get it.
You
I
know,
get
you're
it.
right. You're right.
If Colby Covington had walked up on
came up.
Masvidal and sucker punched him, would Masvidal have called the police?
Probably not.
No, he'd have fucking went after him.
I like taking the situation as it is. And this
So
whole
yes, there is a part of me that
is
says he's a
bullshit.
bitch.
Yeah,
Did you see him on the TMZ? How do you know I was here? Nigga, you posting pictures all over fucking social media
They found
at
you.
the restaurant. He
What's the
was
name?
gonna
Freddie?
find you, nigga.
He's fine.
Freddie, what's the name? Freddie, what was the name of the steakhouse? It was like Freddie's Steakhouse.
Some fucking steakhouse.
I can't remember the name.
But the whole thing is, it's like, you know what I mean?
There's cameras everywhere.
Poppy's Steak. Poppy's Steak
I
restaurant.
get it. I get
I'm
the
with you.
rules, bro. I get it. But it's 2022. You're on camera 7 times a day, on audio 100 times a day. Like, what are you trying to prove? And how much are you willing to go to
it's
jail
2022.
for?
Niggas still sell weed in the street. Niggas still sell coke.
That's
No,
bro,
nigga,
you
because
can't
the
take it.
times and cameras that don't change who you are as a person, bro.
In this situation, you have to know you are fucking Masvidal.
That's how I know you ain't never been in the hood, nigga.
I grew up in not I don't want to say the project, but in not a good area. I was around. I saw drugs. I saw this and that.
But you was never in it.
Listen to me, bro. I understand the rules that you say. I understand the lifestyle. In this situation, George Masvidal and Colby Covington, all of that is bitch because you're a hypocrite. You talk shit when you fought Ben Askren. All you did was talk shit about him and his family. Right, so like it reeks of hypocrisy.
That's the way I feel.
It reeks of like, oh, he got me, I gotta get him, but I'm a sucker puncher.
You gotta be able to take it.
Yeah, in this situation,
they were both giving it. They were both talking shit.
No.
And then Masvidal got his feelings hurt.
So
That's what it is.
In my opinion,
that niggas is emotional.
In my opinion, you had your opportunity to get yours in the octagon. You were bested. What did they say? You were weighed, measured, and found wanting. So sorry, Senor Masvidal, but now you got to pay for your actions, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is.
Speaking of fight,
What?
we gotta have a little local backlot brawl. I'm gonna go witness this weekend.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Just watch a fight.
Some
bare
knuckle
some
stuff.
dudes I used to work with decided they're gonna put some gloves on and go at it. So I'm definitely gonna be there. No, they're cool. They just talk shit to each other. And one day they said, you know what? Let's put the gloves on
and see what's up.
Yeah.
I'm in.
I do that in high school.
Exactly.
I'm gonna be there watching.
All right,
Too old
keep
for
the
that.
fighting going. Let's talk about our next freaking clickbait.
Hit
what
that
do we got?
button.
Hit that button, sir.
George Masvidal,
What's up
bro.
with the
Don't you
chat?
got
Good
kids?
shit.
Now
I know
your
people
kids.
I know people been in the chat.
Now your kids ain't got a dad for a year.
Bro, it's not that
This
long,
is true,
bro.
too.
I'm just saying.
What's going on in the chats? Can we take a quick round before we move on to our next clickbait? Let's take a peek. What's going
Oh,
on?
Tomcat. What up?
Guys, you like the setup. I appreciate you, brother.
Thank you.
Yeah, Joseph, Colby whooped Jorge's ass.
He did.
Yeah, Tomcat, what up, bro? Appreciate you. Passing that volcano, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Sean, appreciate you, dear. Yes.
Cool. Appreciate everybody sticking with us, man.
So, love you too, baby. All right. So, Pusha-T. Pusha T.
Yeah, this was a weird one. That's
So this is
I
an
loved it.
interesting story. Did you guys know that 20 years ago, Pusha T wrote the "I'm loving it"
The
jingle
ba
for
da ba ba
McDonald's?
ba. Yeah,
I'm loving
He's-
it. Pusha T.
bro. He sold it to them for $500,000.
Okay. And
He
they've
sold
been
all his
running with it
royalties.
for 20 years. Now think about how smart that is, but think about how crazy that is. That's not. That's like the By Menon or the Hot Pocket to quote this guy Jim Gaffigan.
Jim Gaffigan.
Yeah, it's like a Hot
Hot
Pocket.
Pocket. Hot Pocket. I'm loving it.
Like that's so simple, but he made money off of it.
Half
Great
a
job.
million he got paid.
But he
in
would have made more if
2003.
he'd have just took royalties.
Mhm.
Yes,
Mhm.
and apparently, he's not been happy with McDonald's ever since, right?
Oh,
But
with
he
a grudge?
owns the We Are the Meats from Arby's. He owns that situation.
Oh, so he has more than one thing.
Oh, he's got several out
Bro,
there.
he's all out there, bro. And so
By Menon.
recently he's done a collaboration with Arby's
Okay.
to team up in a battle against McDonald's.
Okay.
His former rivals.
Like a chicken
okay?
sandwich thing going on?
Check it out.
All right.
Check it out.
I've been waiting for this.
I love it.
We're showing on camera here. Just listen to this.
I'm the reason the whole world love it. Now I gotta crush it. Filet-o fishes. Then you should be disgusted. How dare you sell a square fish, asking us to trust it? A half slice of cheese, Mickey D's on a budget.
Oh.
Clowning Ronald.
Oh, yeah. Talks mad shit.
Yeah, the little cute
A little cube of fish.
Argument is baseless. Drowned in tartar, that filet-o fish is tasteless. See, Arby's only deals in the greatness. I bet the house on it like it's Vegas. Look,
This is
I could sell water to a well.
Great.
How could you ever think I'd fail? Yeah.
It's fucking priceless.
Make it
It's too
and
frail.
so and there's a bear,
a bear
a
eating the
savage
fish.
just jumping into a bear's mouth.
The
All kind of
analogy.
imagery, sinking ships, clown running from a bank like an old Pollyanna
Straight
kind of
up, did
clown.
you see?
Yeah, it's so funny. It's hilarious.
Pusha, bro.
McDonald's got to get Drake now.
Right? Because they have a beef, right?
They got to get Drake.
Yeah, that's the only reply. Like, you got to get someone on Pusha T's level.
This is so funny how like only Pusha T can make something like this
Pusha.
freaking cool.
That's great.
You know what I mean?
I love it.
The dude's going into Arby's of all places. Arby's.
Hold on. Okay, so that's fine. Okay, so you own Arby's jingle. You wrote the jingle for McDonald's, but you sold it. Why you? But you sold it. Like
He's never really fucking. He's admitted that it was stupid on his part.
Okay, right. So
He
why
was
you
like-
going after
He
McDonald's
said at
now?
that time, 500 grand was a lot of
Hell
money.
yeah, I would've
He's
sold
like,
in a
now they've been
quickness.
rocking off it for 20
It
years.
happens.
You know, so it's just
Okay, maybe
he's
just
getting money with Arby's, so he
Yeah,
figures
okay.
let's go with this.
So he's with Arby's. Let's maximize Arby's, and if I gotta talk shit about Mickey D's, so be it. It's a backstory, right?
Did that commercial not make you want to try their fish
absolutely.
sandwich?
No, it worked. There's a backstory. There's
Ownership,
something there.
sync rights, like I said, he
No, I like it.
basically he got the cold crush, that they like McDonald's knew what they had, I guess, and they paid him pretty much pennies on the dollar for worth what that has worth. 20 years of being able to play that jingle,
I mean,
has resulted in probably billions. for them.
Billions.
This guy got paid $500,000 flat.
They say he
Chalk
could've-
it up to him being
Young, green,
being
yeah.
no,
right?
I mean 500,000 even today would be.
They said it would have been
almost
worth
good
about
up.
6 million.
Okay,
Six,
so
man.
well, good for
Pusha
him.
T, the jingle writer, that blows my mind. Like
He's got
He's
several
the-
other jingles
The
too.
coolest McDonald's commercial, the coolest fast food commercial you've ever seen.
I'm telling. Maybe I don't know. I can't. I have to look at other videos of cool ones. But I mean, dope.
Better
I
than
want
the
an Arby's sandwich
Tyrese
now. I mean,
Coca-Cola.
Arby's has always been the roast beef sandwich to me, right? Now I know that they got the fish sandwich
Arby's
being
yeah.
pushed by Pusha T.
I've never found Arby's to be like a main, like
The
a
fries
main
are good.
player in the whole,
Oh.
fast food
That's
thing.
true.
So I'm interested to see where other guys will go.
So let me ask you:
with
was
this.
it Arby's reaching out to Pusha T because?
Well,
he
he's
owns the
already
jingle?
working with them because he owns the jingle.
He
So
owns
I
it, so they're
guess they
working
said,
on
"Hey."
another jingle. They're like, "Hey, we got to work on something
Hey,
else.
let's do something
What
for
you
this.
got?
Let's do
Yeah,
something for
what
this
you
fish
got?
Oh,
sandwich.
do you remember when Wendy's and the chicken sandwich and stuff like that? Can we do something like that?
He probably
I
said, "Hey, how
got you.
about I write a diss track against
I
McDonald's?"
bet you that's kind of how it is. Like, I got something
Yeah.
spicy
And they
for
said
y'all.
yes.
Yeah.
They said we'll take
know.
it.
as long as we don't name Mickey D's, we show the fake clown.
Yeah.
I like it. I
And
like
he
it.
called filet of fish out by name like 3 times.
Damn.
I'm reading something
Is it
here.
trademark filet of fish?
I'm
Trademark?
reading something here on Rolling Stone. that said Justin Timberlake got paid $6 million for singing I'm Loving It in a commercial
Hold
for
on.
McDonald's.
Yeah.
Wow, that makes it worse.
Singing
Yeah.
Pusha T's jingle.
You're singing my song. Hold on, what? Hold on. They paid him $6 million to just sing.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm
I'm
loving it.
Justin Timberlake. I'm loving it.
And the guy who wrote it got 500 grand.
Damn. Get
So-
your money, Pusha T.
Get
Get
it.
your money.
Get
Arby's,
that
I'm coming
shit.
tomorrow.
Yeah,
Get
That's
me a
just
fish sandwich.
watch that fucking the track hit iTunes and be the #1 seller.
You're right, McDonald's. What is the reaction now? They have to reply, right?
Yeah.
McDonald's has
Well,
to.
McDonald's
say
will probably
something
take the high road and not reply, but I say
Boring.
they
I
get
know.
somebody and just let's go.
Watch out for Wendy's. Wendy's is
Yeah.
all over Twitter. So I wouldn't
Wendy's is
surprise me.
hilarious.
Yeah,
Wendy's
apparently they
just
have a
kinda jumps
great
out of
Twitter
nowhere.
thing.
Yeah,
Their Twitter
Be
people
careful.
are
They'll
geniuses.
flay you up.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they'll flame you. Flame broil you.
So what do we got? We got to do the Daily High Club boxes. We got our box from March, but I did want to talk about something that I stumbled upon across this. Just going scouring the internet for interesting things, and I didn't even realize something like this existed.
comments?
But yeah, we can check in the comments while I introduce this next thing. Chime in, those people out there. Those of you guys that are checking us out.
Awesome.
Live. Those of you guys that are listening, what up?
What's up?
Hey, how you doing, Jazzy? So,
Hey,
yeah, those of you guys that listen after the fact, we really appreciate you guys.
Hey,
share them
princess.
shits, like them, subscribe to all these podcast episodes. We really appreciate that. But yeah, so I just stumbled upon something that I didn't even realize existed. But did you guys know that there's an actual global happiness index? Like,
no, I've heard of like
I've heard
the
of
best
this.
place to live.
Yeah, I've heard of that too.
yeah,
Right.
people actually measure
Who?
Who?
Captain Crunch? Like, who is these people? Like, who measures these
So,
things? Like,
according to the Visual Capitalist, mapped global happiness levels in 2022. This is an article written by, published by Carmen Ang.
Ask everybody
Okay?
on
And
a
I'll
scale from 1 to
explain.
10.
I'll explain how it's measured
Okay.
and where the study comes from.
Okay.
Okay, but the global happiness map basically pulls data from the World Happiness Report to uncover averages, happiness scores
I
of
call bullshit.
146 countries. It shows averages across from 2019 to 2021, and this year we have 2022, and highlights which countries are the happiest or unhappiness and why. And like I said, you can get this on visualcapitalist.com. We'll post the link. But the World Happiness Report is an actual report that you can grab off of and see where the data is. But as you can see,
poor
all the
Zimbabwe
whole world,
over
for the
there.
most part, except for the indigenous Africa, is pretty much covered, and Antarctica.
Yeah,
so,
2.4.
yeah, we'll get into all of it.
Holy
but
crap.
As you can see, yeah, right there off the back, Finland is the happiest place on earth. It's not Orlando.
7.8.
I'll tell you
Fucking
that.
Finland. But isn't that like that's where the was ranked like the best
Listen,
place to live in the
well, as
world,
you
wasn't
can
it?
see, all of those kind of northern,
Yeah, the
European,
Scandinavian
countries.
are all very happy. You know,
I'm a
very
fan.
progressive when it comes to health.
Yeah.
care
Yeah.
and mental health and
Isn't
all
that?
that stuff.
Yeah.
So as you can see, the World Happiness Scale exists and it's very cool. So how is happiness measured, right? So the numbers represent
Money.
survey data from thousands of respondents for each country who are asked to rate their subjective well-being or their happiness score using the Cantrell Life Letter question. For more information on this, like I said, I'll have this link here.
Okay.
All right. So what do they look at? Social support, life expectancy,
Okay.
freedom to make life choices, generosity, GDP per capita, perceptions of corruption, positive and negative effects. It looks at it does a regression analysis to look at how happiness scores change over the years. So it's a pretty comprehensive.
Yeah, it was a
report.
lot more questions than I thought, and there are a lot more subjective questions. Like they're asking the person, well, how you feel about happiness. I thought, other than GDP, right, other than the money for the country,
Money, right? Yeah.
it's still asking the people specifically, which to me, like, I don't know. I would want a little bit more science behind it.
But
Like,
it goes on a scale of 1 to 10, right?
okay.
And I mean, there is there is a lot more data that we can open up and look at, but I mean, like, we don't got all day.
Sure, no, I
Shit,
hear
but
you. Yeah.
If you're
Yeah.
interested, like I said, I got the link for you. What do you guys think the average, the world average is on a scale of 1 to 10 happiness?
I saw that it was 7.8.
I saw fucking United States was happy. I don't
It's year 2022. I say more than half of the world is technologically inclined. I'm going to say on that scale, by that scale, I'm going to say 6.4.
6.4, big
the
A.
average happiness
I'd say
rating.
average.
Did you see the
world
fucking map?
average.
It was 7.8 was one of the high, so 6.4.
But it was mostly blue and purple.
I didn't see that much.
So?
What do you think?
I'm gonna go with like 4,
Less than
3.8.
5.6.
Whoa, that was close.
And it's actually a slight improvement over last year. And of course, you know that the pandemic really affected things.
So is it safe
I'm
to?
still waiting on that shot, bro.
Hey,
Damn.
shot.
We're partying here. Is this for me, really? What is this?
There's no water or
Dirty
anything,
beer?
so
Oh, thank you.
Have some
Okay,
beer.
I
Yeah,
like it. I'm
we're like the
drinking a
Romans now. There's no water,
shot
so let's
style,
drink
yeah.
beer
Yeah.
because it's safer to drink here.
Safer to drink.
Let's get some
toilet
yeah.
water. Let's zoom in. Let's talk about different parts of the world, right?
All right.
So let me bring up North America here.
7 out of 10.
Canada ranks number 2 in the world in overall happiness in terms of
I believe it.
like right behind Finland, I believe.
Okay.
But as you can see, they're number one. It's right there next to, but it's like a 0.5% above United States. They're like 7.8, whereas United States is like 7.2 or something like that.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
interesting thing, though, as you can see here, I'm gonna pass this blunt to you here. As you can see here, the Dominican Republic, man, they've gone down in the last few years because of global economy crisis due to the pandemic.
Yeah,
and stuff
COVID,
like
right?
that.
I mean, the world really probably got affected in the last 2 years.
They be loving that barbershop, though.
The Dominicans. I love getting a haircut by
No,
Dominicans.
bro, have you not seen on Instagram?
Yeah.
The barbershop where they got the bitches twerking and shit.
Yeah,
Hey, you get your hair cut and they twerk on you and they shake their asses while you getting your hair cut.
Sexual
I mean, that
freedom.
should have put you in a good mood.
So we don't
'cause
fuck
it's
with
fucking Cuba.
apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Nobody cares how happy they are.
Puerto Rico's great too.
I don't agree.
This was a survey,
just
so they
saying.
probably didn't ask.
Yeah,
these
they didn't
people
get
in these
asked.
countries. Listen, I call bullshit in.
They didn't ask Puerto Rico because we're tiny and that shit was gonna be like black.
I'm sorry, and I messed up earlier. Canada is actually 15th in the world.
Okay.
So most of the Scandinavian countries are above Canada,
Mhm.
whereas United States is right after them.
I think this number, especially for U.S., because I'm with you. I claim bullshit on the U.S. I think there's a lot less happier people than just 70%. I mean, if we want to use that kind of relation, 7 out of 10
or 30%, right? Yeah,
or
30% unhappy people,
30% unhappy people. I think it's about like we know.
Yeah, 5 is like, I take it or leave it.
Oh, okay.
7 is I'm generally happier than I am.
Oh, okay. All right, that's a different way. That's a good way to think about it. I think we know the rest of the world, so I think we're
And I'm sure they
we
did a
have
poll.
to be happier because of that by default, because we know.
And I'm sure they didn't go around and
I'm not that
asking
happy.
homeless folks and poor folks,
call.
and they didn't get asked that question.
Good call.
So our current mood is happy right now, and that's 11.8% over the global average. So right now, North America is 11.8% higher than the rest
country
of the world.
is happy.
The whole continent, the whole part of North America, Canada,
I don't feel it.
through Mexico, and look at Mexico's actually happier than the Dominican Republic. So good for those guys.
Be happier, guys. I mean, there's always somebody worse than you.
Yeah. Hey, they're living it. Yeah, they're living it up over there.
Oh.
Let's go down to South America. South America's current mood
Hi-oh.
is content. They're
Content?
They're not as happy. 5.8.
Yeah, you know, Brazil.
3.4% higher than the global average,
Content.
right? So they're not. No. Content. They're like, Listen, I've
we'll
had
be
better
all right.
days, have worse days. As you can see, Colombia has the least improved global rank. Uruguay is the
Where?
top spot. Uruguay? They're the top spot as the happiest country. I know I said it like that.
Yeah.
Brazil's
happiest
is right
country
there.
in South America.
Uruguay, huh?
Yeah.
I'm gonna write that one down. I think the dollar goes pretty far in Uruguay.
Yeah, I heard
It goes everywhere down there. It goes
South
pretty far.
America.
Brazil and Chile are right behind them.
Content.
So,
And
yeah.
you said the averages globally are increasing. So okay, I get that. They were in bad places years ago, right? And now they're getting better. I said again, technology.
$35 to buy you a wife and a whole family in Bolivia.
Here we go, Bolivia.
Venezuela, 4.9. So Venezuelans are the least happy South Americans.
You know, that's actually surprising.
Communists, they're socialists. They
Yes,
hate that, and
exactly.
the government
Their
are fucking
inflation,
douchebags.
Like, you need 3 million pesos for a chicken. And you know what I mean? Like, for real, it's that bad.
Yeah, but 3 million pesos is like $1.75 to us.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Yeah, it does.
And America, exactly. It has nothing. We have a lot to do with that. And also say this: Venezuela is one of the richest, natural resources in the world. Like, not just oil, all sorts of stuff. So it's really surprising, America, that they can't get themselves out of that situation.
Yeah, 100%.
Just saying.
How about Europe?
sorry.
Let's go oversee where Europe. I'm surprised Europe wasn't one of the happiest places, but it is. I mean, current mood's happy, 6.5, 13.8% higher than the global average.
Mm-hmm.
And that surprises me because people like in England and stuff like that are never seem really happy.
It's
I
always
saw a video
raining
on TikTok of like a melee on a train. Right? What do they call
It's
the
like
train
living
over
in
there?
Seattle.
The tram,
tube?
the trolley, the tube.
tube.
Right? On the tube. Just like 3-4 people going at it. and everybody just kind of
St.
sitting around
Patrick's
minding their
Day.
own business, just like freaking reading the newspaper.
It is
like,
what it is.
They're
out
never
here.
surprised.
Nah,
out there.
it's always rainy and gloomy. There's 6.9 out of 7. It's tight over there too. That country's been around for a freaking 1,000 years. Like you'd be a little less happy.
You can't be really
you got
happy
so much
walking the
people.
streets. You know they got cameras watching everything you do.
Yeah, we do that here too.
It's
They
all
just
good.
don't hide it.
I
About
know,
it,
I'm
so.
Iceland, all the way out there by themselves, are just almost about as happy.
7.6.
Because
Look at that.
They don't deal with bullshit. It's cold. I gotta get food. I gotta get shelter. Let's party. Let's drink.
Iceland
And let's
is
keep moving.
not icy, bro. It's
Yeah.
It's
That's
a lot icier than
it's
freaking-
Greenland,
Iceland is almost
stupid.
completely 100%.
You're killing my
green.
vibe here. Yeah, bro, it's
Iceland is
cold
all
up
green,
there.
bro.
No,
Greenland is ice.
You're not listening to me. They're almost 100% green energy wise.
Yes,
where
very well. Yes,
people don't have to
exactly.
pay for energy really.
A lot of
in
those
their
countries
Yeah,
are
that
like
too.
that up there.
When you
They're way more progressive in terms of mental health, in terms of their justice system. Very little political corruption. I mean, people are happy.
They're more
People-
educated.
look at the numbers. I
And
always
look at
said
them in comparison to. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no. I was just gonna say that when it seems to me that these countries take care of like the core needs of a human being, right? Clothes,
Oh, that
shelter,
comes this way.
food, and water, right? These countries, that stuff is free. You know what I mean? And for the 20th century, they have free healthcare, free education. I mean, the numbers don't lie. We love numbers here on the Pieheads. We're a bunch of stoners, so we all can only read the numbers. And there you go. So what does that say?
They're saying they're way happier. It's funny how like Western, it's so significant.
Just
If you
saying.
look at this image that we're looking at, Western Europe is so much happier than Eastern Europe, and it's like so indicative of everything, right? The
Mhm.
West Coast is always happier than the East Coast.
Oh, good
You
point.
got the people out there in the Swiss countries just living it up, while the poor Russians and the Ukrainians
Oh, they
and the
hate it,
Belarus
right.
and Poland, everybody's at war in the East.
This
You know
is
what I
old.
mean?
I think
This
that's
is
the
old.
thing.
I don't think Ukraine would be 6.3 right now.
These people over there.
I mean,
just
they're
warring
still
and-
poor. I mean, and they're basically getting run over by Russia. I just want to
having
say that
all
they're
this
probably
fun.
still dealing with World War II, like the remnants of World War II. That Eastern bloc of countries, they're
Sure.
still reeling from that kind of stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I mean, Russia, Ukraine, Belarus, whatever. Corrupt,
Poor
poor peoples.
They don't do
sorry,
nothing fun
guys.
like us fitness.
Ah, wait, is that right? I love
we like
skiing.
yeah.
I love
All we do
skiing.
is have fun over
Yeah.
here. We don't war. All right. Anyway, it's just supermodels and skis and rally car driving.
Yeah.
That's all we do is race and party.
I would love to go to Finland.
Let's go to Middle East here.
Oh,
The Middle East
oh,
is
Afghanistan
wild,
is
as you know.
miserable.
Look,
Israel.
unfortunately,
Jordan is.
Afghanistan is the most unhappy place on earth, according to this report, folks.
America.
If you didn't already kind of expect that, would you have guessed that? Most people would have maybe thought like North Korea or something, or like, I guess.
I'm not surprised though.
I'm not surprised, no, but I guess, geez, look at Lebanon. Lebanon's pretty terrible too.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
look at where
The
it is.
government
Like,
answered every question for them.
Man, you could take any fact and make it look like anything. Israel is
Look at
7.4,
Israel, yeah.
while everybody around them is fucked up. Like, what does that say about Israel?
Israel's one of the few countries in that block that's cool with America, and they're rich as hell.
I mean,
Yet we
Yeah,
give
they're
them
not.
millions of dollars.
they don't even have Palestine in this map. Just saying.
Yeah, it is. Palestinian
Oh, I do see it,
territories,
yeah.
4.5.
Territory.
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia is pretty healthy over there, right? They got a lot of oil money.
Iraq,
Abu
4.9,
Dhabi,
Iran 4.9, Pakistan 4.5.
Yemen, Kazakhstan. You know what? That's surprising for Kazakhstan. 6.2.
6.2. I'm happy,
They're
yes.
living in the nature,
It's
in the
complicated.
mountains. It's complicated.
Current mood 5.3. It's complicated. 5.7% lower than the global average.
It's
That's
more than
pretty
complicated.
tough. I mean,
bro.
if there's war, right?
Yeah.
There's
Oil,
it's a
money.
hard life, right? You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of bullshit going on in the Middle East.
Western, right?
All right.
The Western part, we're generally happy, right? Eastern
Okay.
part, not so much.
I wonder. They got to get up earlier.
No daylight saving time.
Yeah, all right. Fucking screw you up.
What do we got next? East Asia and Oceania.
Australia.
I
Look
didn't
at that.
Yeah, look at this.
New
Australia
Zealand,
is
too.
very happy.
Mm-hmm.
I can get down with Australia.
Me
I
too,
like-
me
I
too.
like
Because they're over there.
Australia.
They're all by themselves. They don't got to deal with nobody else's bullshit.
South Korea is 5.9.
They do got some
That's
big-ass spiders
surprising
and
to
shit.
me. South Korea being a first
India
world
is
country,
3.8.
right?
They're pretty progressive.
They're very
yeah.
progressive.
Where
They're
the hell
leading
are
the
they?
charge in a
How
lot
you
of
find-
things. And they're 5.9. Is it the pressure
Oh,
of
I see 'em over there.
academics?
Yeah, North Korea didn't even get asked.
No, they don't. No, you can't come in here. You can't come in the house.
Kim Jong Un said, "Fuck you."
Yeah, look, India is not very happy at all.
India, it's the population. What is that? What is the word
It's
I'm looking
very-
for?
it's
It's just
very
so
popular.
They live on
dense.
top of each
They
other.
live on top of each other.
Jesus.
Nobody will be happy.
3.8 for India. So India is probably by far the least happy country in East Asia.
Yeah.
So
Interesting because
my
they are
goodness,
more
yeah.
progressive than some of these other countries.
Whereas
Is
Australia's the
arguably so.
happiest. Yeah.
Interesting. It's just
Oy.
so many
Yeah.
people. Just so many. Yeah.
That's terrible.
New Zealand, I would love to go
China's
to New
not very
Zealand.
happy either. 5.6. Who's those little guys? 4.4.
Do
What
the
is
snap
that?
in India. Sorry.
There's another pretty Sri Lanka's not
Sri
very
Lanka.
happy either.
Mhm.
Singapore. All right, they're doing their thing. All right.
Okay.
What else we got? Africa. Okay. This
Interesting.
is interesting to me because Africa's generally unhappy as well. Current mood 4.5, 24.4% lower than the global average. Is
No
Africa.
shit.
It's
the
tough,
least happy
man.
country at what 3? Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe.
Am I right
yeah,
on this?
3.0 Zimbabwe.
Which
It's
is
slowly
crazy,
yeah,
right? 'Cause
it's
when you think about Africa, Zimbabwe is one of the first. I don't know, one of the first countries or countries you might think about.
Sure,
and
sure.
people there are not very happy.
Apparently they had an economic crisis in 2019, so
Rwanda.
apparently they're dealing with that. It's just everything. If you ask a person who's grown up in a village if they're happy, they'll probably say yes, right? In the world today of technology and stuff like that, you got people in Zimbabwe who are seeing what they don't have, and I think that feeds into this level of unhappiness.
Sierra Leone
you
is
see on the
3.6.
internet of what you don't have, what
Yeah.
you want, or what you're lacking. It
Reward
adds a little unhappiness to it. And I think that is what's happening a lot here in Africa, because Africa, we still have the image of huts and lions, but that's not necessarily true for the vast population of Africa. There are buildings and cities and internet and phones and cars.
100%, yeah.
So,
You know what I find though is that
It's not Wakanda, but it's not what we saw on fucking Ace Ventura either.
It's a good point.
They're not people of the bush over there, you know.
Right.
But there are, this is kind of one of my points that I made on the episode about the Ukraine and Russian war, is that this is another place that is rampant with social and racial cleansing, ethnic cleansing, barbaric treatment of women, and of children, and shit is buck wild out in many parts of Africa.
Mm-hmm.
We don't do nothing about it because
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's not sexy in the news. But we're trying to come to aid for
what is it?
countries
Interest,
that
right? We talk about
that we have interest.
Yeah,
I won't get crazy on it, but
we
there was a graphic that we covered on this show years ago. And I think it was a global terrorism tracker. So I think you can still Google and find this book.
I remember that.
Terrorism tracker that actually lit up in every part of the world where there was a terrorist event. And, throughout the year, you would see however many there were in the country, domestic or, foreign. Boom, boom, boom. A few around the world, 1 or 2 in Europe, 1 in America. But Africa looked like a damn old school, phone board. So it was just lighting up
Terrorist
all
attack.
over.
Yeah.
And I mean, we're talking about just serious stuff going on out there.
A lot
every
of
day.
death, a lot of
Nobody-
killing.
nobody pays attention.
Exactly,
Fucking
because the
crazy.
interest isn't there, right? There is no vibranium in Africa. There's no interest. They have to do it themselves. And to your point,
There
they're
ain't
dealing
enough
with
white people over there for them to care either.
genocide. And that's an
Let some
argument.
shit go
They
crazy
say
in
that the
South
white people,
Africa. You gonna
the
find out
Dutch-
about it.
The Dutch and all these Europeans, they still argue that they screwed them up because they went and colonized and then left. Okay, to their own devices. So be careful there.
There's a book I saw about that. I can't remember what it is, but there's a lot of books out there about how Great Britain at the time, or England and Europe, basically destroyed Africa, ripped it apart for everything they had
And
that
then
was
left.
worth anything, and then took off.
Do stop. So it's not.
But
that image is not surprising.
But it's not surprising, right? The countries that
Yeah,
were
yeah.
war-ridden,
No, they're
that
not.
lost, that were painted the worst in history, tend to be the countries that just are not very happy.
Mhm.
And your average American tends to be, I guess, happier.
Yeah,
than most
I
of
mean
the
more
world,
than
but-
the
Yeah, I
average.
guess.
And I think
So I'll take it.
knowing these facts, right? Knowing this type of knowledge, knowing that other countries like this exist. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to be here, right? 'Cause I'm a
I'd
realist.
say I'm happy
I still
compared
talk
to
shit about
other
this
shit.
country because we should be happier. We should be Finland. Like those
Listen.
things should be here.
Just because you're happy don't mean you stop bitching about the shit that makes you unhappy or shit that you don't like.
Hold on, what? Say that.
Just
again?
because you're happy
doesn't mean
you should just keep your mouth shut when it's some bullshit happens.
100%. You should.
I'm
always try
happy.
to get
I'm
better.
glad that I live in America. I'm happy. I love this country. That don't mean I'm gonna keep my mouth shut when I see some
shit
bullshit
going
that I don't
down.
agree with.
I
That's
agree.
the exact reason why this number will never ever be an actual 10. No one is ever going to actually have a 10 because there's always going to be something.
Yeah,
And that's
It's
it's
fine.
gonna be relative.
Country.
Happiness,
Yeah.
is
It's relative, yeah.
You know?
But I want to be the freaking happiest
people-
country in the world.
I
Damn
know
it.
people that I know people that had everything, right? We've had friends. We've had people that just can, you would look at their situation and say, "My God, you're lucky." Crying that they're broke, that they might not have any work, but yet they're living at home with their parents and getting supplied a car, getting their cell phone paid for. And it's like, sure, you might be down on your luck a little bit, but do you know how many people would be homeless right now in your
Yeah.
position, or how many people are homeless? You're very lucky.
Mhm.
So, right, happiness is relative. It's hard to see shit from the other side, but
It
like
is.
I said, this thing measured people's perception of corruption. It measured people's ability to create wealth, or at least have a savings, starvation, things like that. And overall, right, the Scandinavians have it right. And listen, these countries are very interesting because we talk about them all the time. I believe Norway, or one of those countries
Yeah.
up there, they have like a tax on their gas prices. That they charge everybody a little bit extra on their gas prices, right? As because they use those funds to provide free college.
Free tertiary education.
Okay.
You know what
Everybody.
I'm saying? And like they mentioned earlier, a lot of these countries have gone completely green. Their grids are completely electrical, or use steam power, things like that.
They
People are growing food. There's plenty to
Steam
eat.
power.
I mean,
Like, come on, it's the answers
There-
are there. The solutions
people are putting
are
wellness.
there.
People are putting their citizens. They're a perfect example of what happens when you put your citizens
First.
right? People with mental health issues are taken care of. People who have who are criminals are rehabilitated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People who have learning disabilities are taught, or people are raised and taught.
Less than 1% illiteracy.
Yeah, look at that.
They have
And most of them can
99%
speak
literacy
more
rate.
than just their own language.
Mhm.
So I mean, Jesus Christ, could we take a lesson?
And obviously they're
read a book
happier.
here.
Their economies are good. They're smarter than we are. Their life expectancy is higher than ours
I mean,
is.
take your
A
pick.
kindergarten
Pick
teacher
one.
all the way to 12th grade. Guess how much the teachers?
don't
or
even
guess how
get
many
me
languages
started.
the teachers have to speak in order to be
shit,
hired.
I don't know.
And how much
They
they
have
get
to all
paid.
speak at least 5 languages each before they can even be hired.
That's awesome.
And they get paid
Every
very well.
teacher, even your
So
math
they
I'm
teacher.
moving to
deserve it.
Finland. Yeah.
And don't the
Somebody's out there
police
like, move your ass to Finland?
don't the
if you
police
don't
have to go to like
America
3
then.
years of college or whatever before you can be a police officer? There, you got to go to
I
college
know,
for 3
too.
The
years.
solutions
Either
are
way.
out there, people.
Yeah. Google that shit.
Google
the
it.
information's out there. The numbers don't lie. Look, we ain't
Read.
perfect, and we ain't that bad either. But I mean, we could be better.
We can always do
Yes.
better.
And until I always say, the problem with this country is not the millennials. It's not Generation X. It's not young idiots. It's not people like fucking Tekashi 69 and these morons.
I wish someone would
it's-
whoop his ass
it's-
though.
It's old rich people.
Yeah.
It's old people in power. And there might be old white people, might be the majority of them, but it's not just
It's
them.
not.
It's old rich people. It's the 70, 80-year-old motherfuckers that still think the world should be the way it was 200 years ago. It's still the people that think that they're entitled to something and that anybody of color or from somewhere else should have to freaking thank them to be here. And once all you fuckers are dead, this world's going to be a better place. This
And
country's
guess
gonna be a
what?
better
There's going to
place.
be in the next 20 years the largest transfer of wealth ever happening in the
That's all right, too.
entirety of the history of the world.
Wow.
In the next 20 years, because the dead people are going to die, or the old people are going to die, and they're going to hand all their money to us.
Look at that. So yeah, there's gonna be I can't
We'll
wait.
see.
Sorry, but yeah. All you old bastards.
And all those white
you
daughters
all
having
freaking
babies by
shrills.
black men.
Oh boy.
So that's good
Mixing-
transfer wealth too.
mixing the pot
Yeah.
here.
So let's do this. Let's how about we check the chat before we do our little for
Oh, my favorite
Our
part of the
March.
show.
Hey, Matt Damos, what's up, bro?
Yo.
Straight air.
Happier than a Canadian backpacking through Finland. I love it.
That's awesome.
Okay, sit up, Aaron.
Casa de
Casa de
That is a
Demos.
very happy place,
There we go. I need to
actually.
visit that place.
That's the happiest place I know in Kentucky. Did I get it right? Kentucky, yeah. I
Yeah.
love Kentucky. Anyway, so we're doing it well.
Doing it. Hey,
Oh.
Our very cheesy little Daily High Club.
Bum, bum, bum.
So we're doing it. Our March.
Hey,
Daily
bring that
High
back
Club
over here.
box. March Daily High Club box.
Mm-hmm.
We got it on display for us, folks. And for those of us listening, it's pretty interesting. I expected, and if you don't understand, if this is the first time you listen or watching, Daily High Club is a subscription-based thing, right?
Yeah.
Subscription
You
box.
pay them,
right?
they send you
Basically just
every
like
month.
every other box, right? And you pay a certain amount, and they
Yeah.
send you a small box that has a bunch of little cannabis-related or 420-related knickknacks. So I expected a
St.
leprechaun,
Patrick's Day.
St.
Sure.
Patrick's Day. But no, they put a nice little alien on this guy. So there's like an alien smoking a joint, and then a UFO
Interesting.
abducting a cow. So
What?
let's go ahead and crack this bad boy open here.
Because aliens do take cows, right? Because that's the story. Chupacabra.
So the first thing I'm noticing, million bananas cured leaf.
Oh,
Or organic leaf, million bananas. What? No chemicals, no preservatives, synthetics. Hey, what is this?
What
Big
is
Dave?
it?
It's rolling leafs. It's leaves.
Really?
But it's banana
Non-GMO?
leaves. Actual banana leaf.
Really? It's like smoking.
It's like rolling a blunt in a
pastele?
backwood, but it's cured banana leaf.
Smoking weed out of a pastele, right? Okay.
Wrap it up. Wrap it up.
Hey, don't get more Puerto Rican than that.
There you go. I'll take it. Yeah. What else do we got here?
Oh, that's pretty cool.
This is
Moisten
interesting.
well with water before rolling, by the way.
So this thing says airtight stash. So I got this little brown box here. It says airtight stash. And
Okay.
it's-
Cool.
okay, so what do we got here, Big A?
Yeah, it's an
Yeah.
airtight container.
Yeah, it's a waterproof, airtight container.
airtight.
But check this out.
But there's something special to it because it has a situation inside
all
of it.
that?
Yes. So
What
so
is
that you can
this?
pack a cone. I
Yes.
believe.
So you put the cone in there.
Okay.
All right. Then
But
you put the cone in here. You get that in there.
Where?
You fill it with the bud. Then you close it.
Oh, and then
And-
you shake it like this. I've seen
And then
this.
you fucking whip
Oh,
it
God.
around.
Oh,
Shut
stop.
up. Are you
Yeah.
serious?
You
You're
whip it around and
swinging
it
this
packs
thing
the
like a
fucking cone.
helicopter,
This is
people.
crazy. Okay, all right. I got to describe this for the listeners. All right.
Do we have a cone?
Yeah, somebody.
We had a
give me
box of cones
somebody
over
give me
here.
a
Where's
cone
the box of
somewhere,
cones that we
please.
had?
So you put the go ahead, describe
It's around
this
here
thing.
somewhere. All right, so check this out. Oh, there's some in here. There's some in here. Actually,
find it.
before we get into that, I got this. Relax. So before we get into this, I want to describe this for the listeners. Look, do you remember those old pool?
That's what I thought it was.
Right, the little pool. It would
That's
be
what
like
it
a
is.
key. Yeah, a pool key holder.
Yeah.
It's exactly that with a little rope on it.
Yeah.
And it says
You
raw.
can put your money in
Yeah, you can
whatever.
put I remember using these like in the 90s.
Yeah.
Those, like public pools. That's
But
so
instead
cool.
it's for your
It
bud.
looks like raw, but it's got a device you can take out of it. And from what I understand, it's smell proof too. So you can stash bud in there as well.
Mm-hmm.
But it's got a little cone device in there that you
Still
place
tripping me
inside.
out.
You pop a cone in there, you place your bud in there, and like Big A said, you twist the cap back on,
And
give her a couple spins.
Makes sense. The centrifugal
Yeah.
force of it stuffs.
That's
the
super
vape.
cool. Big A's, we're gonna try this
Physics!
out.
Oh, we're definitely gonna try it.
Science.
So let's go ahead. What else we got in here? Oh, this is cool. Daily High Club, like a piece pad.
Yeah, a
You know,
little
pretty
mat.
big. Look at that, about the size of my head. Isn't that
Piece
cool?
pad. Oh, nice.
For your glass
man.
pieces.
Good stuff. Good quality stuff. Daily High Club. Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
right. For what? 20, 30 bucks, 30, 40 bucks a
Yeah,
month. Not
yeah.
bad.
Mhm.
Again, they're not paying us for this.
They're not. They should be,
But we
though.
wouldn't mind if they did.
Love you.
At least throw some free
Uh,
boxes or something.
All right, so Cyclones, pre-rolled
Clear cones.
transparent clear cones, 2 grape flavored cones. I like to keep it natural, but for the sake of this segment, I will go ahead and pass you one of these guys, Big Ace. This is cool. This thing looks like kids candy, by the way.
So There's a
So I
grape
don't know how
flavored
I'd say
paper,
that.
basically.
They give you like a little freaking futuristic. What the hell?
I can't even get it
I
open.
can't open this damn thing. It's a cone. Okay. It's like a little
Oh,
plastic.
it's clear, like future. Oh, like
man, that
membrane.
reeks of
Grape.
grape. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Right?
So it's like not rice paper, right? Because
like
rice
edible
paper.
paper almost,
yeah, it's
like-
like see-through filathene.
Have you guys heard of this new
Thing.
Netflix show called Is It Cake?
Oh, I saw it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Shawnee and I watched like 4 hours of that the other day. I'm
Yeah,
kind
it's,
of
it's
obsessed.
pretty addictive. Yeah.
But it looks like the cellophane
Mhm.
edible paper.
Edible- That's exactly what
that
it
they use
is.
for cakes. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna go ahead and
So you put
drop-
the bud in first or no?
no, you drop the cone in first, of course,
Okay.
and then who's got that grinder? Bring some
Interesting.
You put it in
bud
there?
over here.
Yep.
The
The
cone's
cone
in
is
there.
in there.
Yeah, let me get some bud.
Sirs, bring some bud over here. When
Now,
you
does
get
the
a
cone
chance,
go in
bro.
there or does it go in here?
No, what do you mean?
Yeah, I got you.
Oh, right.
Oh, wait, now I'm tripping. No, I think no. Yeah.
See, we don't know how to use this thing. That's
It's
the
fine.
problem.
It's fine. All right. What else do we get? We got another clipper, which is pretty cool.
Love the clippers.
Just a green peace sign clipper, and every episode they have a clipper. I mean, we have a collection.
Yeah, we already got
I
3
got
months
3
worth.
in my hand alone. That we're just. Oh, look, just a little stick.
Thanks.
Clear in a bowl.
The best part of the
That's
gift.
to pack the cones.
Oh, to pack the cone with. Beautiful. Okay. Yeah, for
You know how many
packing the
times
cone,
I
clear
needed
in
a long
bowl.
stick to clear out
So
my
look,
pipe?
wait. So look, Big Ace
Once a day.
just threw a bunch of bud into this thing.
Oh, we are
So
stuffing
he's
this
not even
bad
trying
boy.
to like stuff it, right?
So don't
now.
even worry about it. Put
He's
the
just gonna
cone
spin
in,
it
throw the
around.
bud in. Don't worry about it. Close it up. Please
gonna-
don't break.
I'm gonna pray. Yo, hold
Oh!
that shit good.
Be careful.
Hold it
Yeah.
good. Big Ace is spinning this thing around over his head
Like a helicopter. Yeah.
like-
Centrifugal force here.
Like David.
Like a slingshot. Yeah. Old school.
Oh, this is
slingshot.
cool.
Helicopters you're allowed to do next to your brothers.
Yes, thank you. We got some Pepe papers too.
So who?
Some Pepe Negro Sierra Magneto
Neat.
1 1/4
Negro?
inch rolling papers. It's got a little magnet in there.
I don't think we did
Keep
this
it
right.
closed, which is pretty interesting.
Mm,
I
okay.
think, bro. I think what you might have to do is use the stick to pack it in there a little bit and then spin it around.
No, I don't think
I
it's
think
supposed to
this
be
is
all
for-
that.
This is for the bigger cones.
Just
Mm.
just pack a little bit down in there and spin it to get it nice and tight. Or don't spin it. I don't care. Anyway, so what's next? The creme de la creme, the last piece.
Truthfully, what we're here for.
Let's see what we got. They always give you a nice piece, man.
Mhm.
And I appreciate that because usually these pieces alone, and I'm sure there's markup like a mother, but usually these pieces alone could probably go for 40, 50 bucks.
Yeah, I mean, it's
themselves.
worth the price that you sent to these guys for the monthly bill. So you're essentially buying the piece and getting all this other stuff for free.
Now look at
Look at that. So
Oh,
the
nice.
alien theme.
Super cool. It is like a zong kind of shaped, Z-shaped bong with a little right where you hit it from is a very cool, very actually
UFO.
detailed UFO.
Mhm.
And then the beam kind of gets all angly, like, and then you're getting a little cow
like the
in the tractor
picture.
beam. So that's cool.
That is
Yeah.
cool. I
Very
like again
cool piece.
good quality stuff from Daily High Club, man.
Yeah, no,
I
this,
really do appreciate.
it's not doing. This is for the bigger cones. This cone's too small.
Okay, so either way, very cool. Daily High
gonna
Club.
I'm
Shout
pack
out
this
to those
motherfucker anyway, yo.
guys. That's it for the
That's
month. That's
it.
it for the episode, guys. We had fun.
Yes.
I like doing it like this.
So do I.
Let us know
So
what
do
you
I.
guys think. We
Love it.
appreciate y'all watching live and those of you that are listening to the podcast. So till next week, Wednesday for JB. Big
Yo.
Ace.
Yeah.
See ya.
Yeah, peace.
Take it easy.
Peace.